welcome back to our channel. My name is Danny and I am here today with a DIY. I know there's a jacket sweeping the nation. If you go onto Dote and we go to the shop High Key, we can go to Emma Chamberlain's closet, which everything's already sold out, which is kind of a bummer. But my most favorite item in her store, which is the most ugliest, hideous thing, and I love it so much, is the infamous Poopy Jacket. Now, the Poopy Jacket is $64, free shipping. It's sold out, obviously, and it's super cute. I really love how fluffy it is, but if we really take a look at the price, it's not worth spending. What I really enjoy about these jackets is just how fluffy they are. So I thought, you know what, this fluffiness kind of reminds me of like those fleece blankets my mom used to make all the time when I was a kid. Now, I decided to go to Joann's, and I obviously went on the internet first before I left my home because I don't like leaving my house. Went onto the internet, looked up fleece Sherpa, and what was so great about this was that it was on sale, which was so nice. So it was 50% off. I bought like 2 yards, but realized I only need like 1, but it's up to you on how you want to make the length. Here is my Poopy Jacket I made, and go ahead and check out the video if you want to see how I did it.
You'll need newspaper to trace your patterns from a jacket, 1 to 2 yards of Sherpa or fleece, 1 yard of lining, a zipper, 1.5 inches of elastic, and thread to match your outer material, scissors, a pencil, measuring tape, and pins. Proceed to cut out patterns from a jacket you'd like to replicate. Make sure to give them 1/2 inch of seam allowance. This is the back piece of the jacket. I placed it over a fold and cut it out. Since the pattern itself is only half of the back, it was easiest to try this technique. Flip over the pattern to cut out the front panels. The panels don't need to be attached, so it's okay to layer one over the other instead of cutting out on a fold. I was really lazy and made the world's smallest collar pattern. What you want to do is kind of flip it over so you get the length, and make sure it's the same length on top so you get the width. That way, when you fold it over, you have the whole collar piece. Next up are the sleeves. I made sure I had the material folded over so the sleeve was one piece when I cut it out. I flipped the pattern over to give myself the second sleeve. Cut, cut, cut! Now cut them in half. Take your lining and take your poopy pattern and trace them and cut them out. That way you have identical pieces for your lining. Now go ahead and pin everything together and start sewing everything up together with the right sides touching. Now pin and sew that poop together. Also sew your collar inside out. That way it's looks like a tube. Pin, pin, pin! Go ahead and try on your jacket, that way you can pin where you want the cuff to start. Go ahead and fold it over, that way you have the same length on both arms. Sew along the outside of your jacket and flip it inside out so the bottom's still open. For the collar, I did a hand stitch, making sure that the length is correct. Sew the armpit of the poop and the lining together. Measure the elastic to your wrist and your waist. Make sure you have 2 pieces for your wrists, and then making sure that the waistband isn't too tight. Next, you're going to kind of maneuver your cuff to kind of fold in and then sew that, slide the elastic in, sew those 2 pieces together, and voila, you have some sleeves with cuffs. This video footage demonstrates how easy it may look to sew a zipper on. Slide that elastic in and sew her up.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I spent a lot of time on this. It was a great learning experience. I did end up getting frustrated, and obviously there was a Modelo on the table, but hey, we can indulge. I'm over 21. What I really liked about these different materials here, especially the lining, it kind of reminds me of like a little Goldilocks, and she finally slayed the 3 bears. And the other thing I really liked about this was that it was like less than half the price of the Poopy Jacket. I believe I spent around $40 for all the materials, but realized that I bought too much, so in the end I probably only spent like $25, and then, well, we don't calculate the man hours that I put into because I wasn't working at the time, so it doesn't really count. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and follow us on Insta, which is just at BUBD Fashion, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Alright, bye!
Be careful when you leaned over about worrying about your boob.
Okay, boob.